What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. The topic for today is how to achieve unbreakable self-confidence with women in 45 days. All right. So when I say unbreakable confidence, what I mean is grounded masculinity. I mean being able to approach a woman you find attractive in a confident and calibrated manner, right? So you approach her and you're not awkward about it, you're not timid about it, you're not shy about it, you're confident and you're able to express yourself authentically and you're able to have a decent conversation. Now, unbreakable confidence, is not something that you can just take a pill and get overnight. It's not possible. It can happen quickly. As I said, it can happen in 45 days, but it will require a commitment. Because basically what I've done is it took me to become confident with women, to essentially be able to approach women with confidence and stay grounded in my masculinity and not break and not be timid and shy and all of that. To get to that point, it took me many years, okay? Because I had so many limiting beliefs, in regards to women. I didn't have a lot of experience talking to girls because in middle school and high school, I pretty much tried to avoid girls the whole time because I didn't want to embarrass myself by saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, right? Because I didn't have any confidence in myself. I had low self-esteem. But when I left high school, I decided to do something about that. I decided to go out for years and work on my confidence with women. Go out and approach women because I believe, in middle school up until high school, those are plenty of years that normally someone would have to learn how to, I guess you could say communicate with women or communicate with girls, right? But those years, as I said, I was too shy, I was too quiet, I was too whatever. So I didn't get those experiences, right? I left high school without ever kissing a girl. I left high school without ever having a girlfriend. And I left high school as a virgin, right? So just very inexperienced. But instead of me, accepting this idea of being this shy guy with no self-esteem that doesn't get girls, I decided to do something about it. And so I got into what they call cold approach pickup. Basically this idea of going out and approaching women that you don't know and somehow, some way being able to pick these women up, right? So basically get their phone number, basically achieve some level of interest where she gives you her phone number and she's willing to go on a date with you. So I did that for many years and I made a lot of mistakes. I learned a lot of what you should not do and I also learned what works. And I've been able to create a system that any man who's interested in overcoming his fear of approaching women and developing unbreakable self-confidence with women, if he's willing to follow the system I have, he can achieve a high level of confidence within 45 days. Because I would be putting you through specific exercises that gradually build up your confidence. Basically, you'd be going through what they call exposure therapy. So instead of me saying, hey, go out there and go pick up some girls, right? Instead of me saying that, we start with something little. Oh, just go out there and say hello to a couple people, Just go out there and start a conversation with a few people, Just go out there and ask for the directions. Maybe just go out for a walk and just make eye contact with people. Like little stuff like that. But if you're doing this consistently over time in a systematic way, you build up your confidence. You build up your groundedness because you're exposing yourself to small amounts of tension and increasing it little by little over time until you get to a point where You can handle large amounts of tension, and now you can walk up to a woman, be present to the moment, look her in the eye, and have a conversation. So I'm not teaching you to find a pickup line. I'm not teaching you to find some tactic or some special word to hypnotize her. I'm not teaching you any of that. I'm just going to show you how to become grounded in your masculinity, how to become confident, self-confident, unbreakable in your confidence, how to hold your frame, stay in character, not break character. As soon as you see her beauty, all of a sudden you start shaking it off. Nah, we get rid of that, because that shit is not attractive, right? Like if a girl, basically when you walk up to a girl and you approach her, essentially what you're doing is you're saying, hey, I think you're attractive and I'd like to be your man. In a sense, that's what's happening, right? At a biological level or subconscious level, right? That's what's happening. And so she's measuring you up to all the men that are pursuing her. You got to remember that. So if you walk up to her and you're nervous and you're shy and all this, she's not going to see you as a guy who could be her man. Her man can't be afraid of her. Her man can't be timid around her. Her man can't be afraid of, seeking her validation. Her man can't be a type of man that, gets anxious and nervous and will say whatever it takes to get her. Like, she needs a man that is grounded in his masculinity, a man that knows who he is, a man that can handle the tension of life. And so this system that I created will help you to become that man, the kind of man that could walk up to a woman and just look her in the eye and just not give a fuck, basically, but still, have a good conversation, a fun conversation, and just relax and be present to the moment, And the great thing about this is it's not just going to be with women. When you develop this ability, you are now going to be able to express yourself to men and women. You'll be able to have, you'll be able to enjoy conversations more because you'll be so much more present. You'll be so much more grounded. This will carry over to the workplace, to your business, to your career, to your, relationships with family. Okay? So what I've done is I've created a 45-day program where the specific steps, over years, after years of me going out and approaching women, all that shit, I figured out like a way that someone can build up their groundedness, build up their confidence, and be able to authentically express themselves to women without being nervous, and how to achieve that way faster than how long it took me. Okay? I got out of high school in 2012. Man, it was many years after that before I really got to a point where I could say I could walk up to a woman with, unbreakable confidence and start a conversation. Like, it took me a, decent amount of years, right? I can't tell you exactly how much it was because I'm not sure. It's kind of a blur because it's just so many years bundled up together. But I tell you what, I've showed the system to my clients, to my friends, to people who are interested in developing confidence with women. And man, the shit happens fast because, it's this idea of exposure therapy, but like doing it in a way that works, and also being committed to it, being accountable, being consistent, right? Because if you just go out for a few days and try to talk to a couple girls, that's not going to build no lasting confidence, right? That's just you going out and doing something for a few days. It's that consistency. Okay, that's what's necessary. That's what makes the system work. But just to give you an idea, obviously I'm not going to go through the whole system right now, but just to give you an idea, I start with the basics. Like, we got to forget about picking up a woman. We got to look at it like this. Are you comfortable talking to a stranger? Like, we got to start there, You want to be unbreakable confidence. You want to go up to a woman and sweep her off her feet. Let's see if you can at least go and say hello to an old man first, Can you say hello to an old lady? Like, I had issues with that, in the beginning. Like, I was like, man, I don't know if I want to say hello to that old lady, but I'm going to try it, So I'm thinking like, man, if I get in my head about saying hello to an old lady, of course I'm going to be in my head about saying hello to a girl I find attractive. And so, you got to start. You got to start with the basics, but you got to humble yourself, right? Because we as men, sometimes we have this ego like, man, I don't need to start with I don't need to talk to, I could go straight to the girls, I could pick up right now, I don't need to build it up. But I'm telling you, if you want that lasting confidence, that real hardcore solid confidence, you're gonna have to do it the right way, man. Build it up properly. The same way you would build a sturdy house, that's how you want to build your confidence. You don't want to build it on a weak ass foundation and then it easily can be broken. You want something that is something that is real, something that is unbreakable. That's why I use that word unbreakable, because you don't want no confidence that only works sometimes or only shows up sometimes. You want that confidence that is consistently there for you when you need it. So if you're interested in eliminating your fear of approaching women and developing unbreakable self-confidence, you like some more tips, some more advice on this topic, I have a group. It's called the Unbreakable Beast Tribe, and it's for men who want to become unbreakable in their confidence, unbreakable in their masculinity, unbreakable in their character, unbreakable when it comes to their values and their boundaries and the frame that they communicate from. If you want to become the best version of yourself, join the Unbreakable Beast Tribe. I'll leave a link to the group in the comment section, and I'll see you inside. Peace.